Hello, Kappa history fans. This is Mary Osborne, the Stewart House Museum Specialist. Today, I'm at the Monmouth City Cemetery, where I'm going to take you on a tour of some of the graves of the Stewart family. Keep watching to find out how everyone is related to one of Kappa's founders, Minnie Stewart Field. Our first stop on the tour is the Stewart family plot. James H. Stewart, Minnie's father, was born in Elkton, Kentucky in 1818. He was the son of a Presbyterian minister and attended Hanover College to prepare for a career in law. He and his wife Isabel moved to Monmouth from Oquawka in 1861. Mr. Stewart was a staunch Democrat and attended the 1880 National Democratic Convention in Cincinnati as a delegate. When founder Anna Willett's father died in 1881, James Stewart took his place as county judge and was later elected to this position in his own right. Judge Stewart's wife, Isabel McCamey Stewart, was originally from Roane County, Tennessee. Her grandfather served in the Virginia Continental Line during the American Revolution. Mrs. Stewart had 7 children, but only 3, William, Isabel, and Minnie, survived into adulthood. Isabel Stewart was a member of PEO and active in Chapter E in Monmouth. Isabel and James' second daughter, Mary Moore Stewart Field, was known as Minnie. In addition to being one of the founders of Kappa Kappa Gamma, Minnie was a well-respected teacher. She taught school in Monmouth's North Ward for a number of years. She was described in the newspapers as popular among the scholars. One reason for that may have been because she enjoyed throwing parties for her students. In 1883, she entertained around 30 of her pupils at the Stewart House. According to the newspapers, there was music, recitations, and other types of speeches. Minnie and her second husband later moved to Eustis, Florida, where she became the principal of a high school. Our next stop is William K. Stewart's grave. Minnie's older brother was already a teenager when his family settled in Monmouth. He attended Monmouth College and graduated in 1867. Afterwards, he entered the law profession just like his father. At different points in his career, he was a part of his father's law firm too. Later in life, William traveled abroad and even visited Tahiti between 1913 and 1914. He was captivated by the island's abundant flowers and fruits, which he described in a letter. William's wife, Mary Mariner Stewart, was the daughter of Henry Mariner, a prosperous farmer who moved to western Illinois from Litchfield, Connecticut. Mary attended Lombard College in Galesburg, but left school when her mother Lucretia became ill. Mary and William had 4 children, 2 of whom survived into adulthood. She died at the age of 36 from tuberculosis. A series of tragedies befell the Stewart family in the late 19th century. Judge Stewart passed away in 1897, and then Minnie died suddenly in June 1898. The following month, William and Mary's only son, James, known in the family as Jimmy, broke his neck as the result of an accident. He succumbed to that injury at the age of 15. Family correspondence indicates he was an exceptional student and may have even skipped a grade. Education was important to William and Mary, and both of their daughters received college degrees. Their younger daughter, Isabel, attended Monmouth College in the 1890s. She was a member of the Independent Society that was eventually reinstalled as a chapter of Pi Beta Phi. William and Mary seem to have encouraged their daughters to be independent. For example, both Isabel and her older sister, Lucretia, owned bicycles when they were in college. Isabel and Lucretia married within months of each other in 1908. Isabel's husband, Louis Legg, was born in Industry, Illinois. He achieved success as a lawyer, banker, and businessman. In fact, after he and Isabel married, they moved to Salt Lake City, Utah, where Louis worked in the coal industry. Our next stops on the tour are easy to find because they are next to David Wallace's grave. Wallace was the first president of Monmouth College. He was already serving as a Presbyterian minister in Boston when he was recommended for the position of college president. He was just 30 years old at the time, yet moving to Monmouth fulfilled one of his dreams. He and his college roommate had hoped to start a college out west. Wallace's roommate, Marion Morrison, later became Monmouth College's first professor of mathematics. Wallace and his family actually lived across the street from the Stewart house at one point until their home was destroyed in a fire. The Stewart family also has connections to one of Monmouth's plow manufacturers. Lucretia Stewart Weir and her family are buried next to David Wallace. Lucretia was William and Mary's elder daughter, born in 1874. Like her Aunt Minnie, she belonged to the Amateur des Belles Lettres, one of Monmouth College's literary societies. Lucretia married William Boyd Weir in June 1908. He was the son of William S. Weir, who established the Weir Plow Company. William Boyd Weir served as the vice president of People's Bank in Monmouth. Lucretia and William's only daughter, Mary Weir Huff, was the physical education director for women at Monmouth College in the 1930s. She organized the college's field hockey team. She was also a member of Pi Beta Phi. That concludes today's tour. I hope you enjoyed learning some new facts about the Stewart family.